So today we have the Jura 50, which we're going to use to make our latte. Just a quick understanding of how lattes work and what they are, and how any coffee machine and a Jura coffee machine can make it. So a cappuccino is the most common milk drink an automatic machine is made to create. And all that really is froth milk with espresso. Making a latte is very similar but slightly different. A latte now adds the component of steam milk, which is really just hot milk, to that froth milk. So what the machine needs to do in some shape and form is to make not only froth milk but also an element of steam milk in there together with the espresso. And there's really two ways you can go about doing that. Number one way, which is how we're going to do it firstly today, is by using something like this. And this is what Jura calls a professional frother. And what a professional frother does is it allows you to change the consistency and even the temperature of your froth. So quick explanation or quick understanding how the professional frother works is you have this little knob which turns in a semicircle, and what it does, anywhere above the center line, this little professional frother changes the froth to become frothier and frothier and frothier, up to the point it gets vertically upwards, and that's where it's at its most frothy. Now the downside of froth is, or the trade-off of froth, is loss of heat. So the higher we go, or the frothier we get, the less hot we become. So as a whole for cappuccinos, what we want to do is leave the frother in a diagonal position, often about 2 o'clock, and that makes really a good froth while maintaining a good amount of heat. Anywhere below the center line, we start to get just hot milk, no froth at all. And again, the closer we are to the center line, the less hot that is, and the further away, the more hot that is. So to make a latte, I'm just going to first explain what we're going to do before we actually do it. We're going to first do two thirds of froth in our cup, 2/3 of milk in our cup, and half of that froth is going to be just froth, just pure froth, and half of it's going to be just steam milk. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to be doing that by spending half the time above the center line and half the time below the center line. So I'm going to press my steaming button now just to get the temperature of the machine up to the steaming temperature. I'm going to wait till it says ready. When it says ready, you're going to be ready to go. And just watch when I turn the knob down below the center line how the consistency of the milk changes. So it's going to change from a nice thick, airy, frothy mixture to a very compact, stable, hot milk mixture. So we're ready to go, and we're going to start with just the froth portion. Machine still hot, of course, steams it, froths it up now, and it gets really frothy. And you're going to see the difference when I turn it below the center line, how this line slowly increases. Much slower. It's coming up at the same speed. The difference is the volume is much smaller, because I'm not frothing, I'm literally just adding hot milk. And I'm happy, and I'm going to turn it off now. And now what you have, which is a little bit tricky to see until you have the espresso portion in, is a mixture of froth milk and steam milk. Now we're going to add an element of espresso inside, and then you're going to see exactly the layers separate, where bottom layer being steam milk and top layer being froth milk. Alright, so you can add the espresso straight to your cup, but I'm going to do it separately just so you can see the espresso and the crema. So I'm going to add my espresso. Machine grinding the beans, now tamping it, now it's starting to extract it. I'm going to put it through the center. And 2 more bars left, and espresso extracted. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this mixture separate and combine it with my combination of froth milk and steam milk. And I'm going to pour my espresso in slowly, try not to spill like I did. And what you'll see is a nice differentiation of really your 3 layers. We'll just wait for this to settle a bit, but Top layer we have our froth milk, that's where our froth sitting. As you can see, getting darker and darker, our middle layer of purely our coffee or espresso, and the bottom layer you can see a lighter line or layer of purely our froth, steam milk, and that is our cafe latte. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more or see more videos about coffee and coffee machines, please hit the subscribe button below and tune in for more.